if you have some question.
Why this place is called Fatima? Because in my country, in Nigeria, Fatima is a name of a Muslim girl or lady.
Right. This is the topic of the next conference, but I can anticipate a little thing. Fatima is the name. Thank you for this observation. It's truly Fatima is the favorite daughter of Mahomet, the Mahomet, and this is the name of a princess, a Muslim princess who lived here in the 12th century is correct. 12th, dodicesimo, 12th. In the 12th. Why? Because unfortunately, the Muslims conquered this region from the 8th century until 12th century. 8, 9, 10, 11, and the midst of the 12th. Almost 5 centuries of Islamic domination here. In Spain, they endure until 1492. Why? This is a little complicated story, but they conquer in the 8th, the all Spain and Portugal was evangelized by the Saint James the Great, here near, no, not too far from here. There is the great shrine of Saint James in Compostela. Compostela is the first missionary, the first apostle, the first evangelist of Spain, Portugal was Saint James, and he consecrated bishops. He founded the first community, Christian community, that extended the church in all the Iberic Peninsula for 8th century. But at a certain point, because of war between Catholic kings in this region, they called in help to combat the other Catholic king, the army, Islamic army. Understand? An example in abstract. Yeah. Suppose that France combat against the Germany, the war for to conquer some lands, and the France cannot win. Germany is stronger. What to do? The France ask the Turks, the Arabic army, to help France against Germany. But France is Catholic, Germany is Catholic, the army is Islamic. But this happened in the 8th century. And when this army came from the Africa, Morocco, Algeria, and they won the war, they remained in the place like rule. They don't left the region because the region was they were called by King Catholic for his interest, but after they surpass the interest of the King Catholic and they submit the king they help to fight in war. And so in this manner started the Islamic invasion of the Spain and Portugal. For the enemies, for the l'inimicizia, the contrast between Catholic kings and count and princes. This is a very sad history. Very sad history that in some manners it continues until now. The enemy of the church has profit from our division. More we are divided, more we are weak. And more we are weak, more the enemy of Christ prevail. For this reason, we must support the movement, the prayer for union of Christians. Not only between Catholic Protestants, but between Catholics. There are great divisions. Also in the Catholic Church is a division very sad.
So what happened to Princess Fatima?
What?
Princess Fatima.
Yes, Princess Fatima, she lived here, and in the midst of 12th century, a prince, French prince, very Catholic prince, with the soldier, the crusader, with a little army of crusader from France, Bourgogne, went to Portugal to fight, to reconquer the land and to reject, to drive away the Muslims. And this was the first king of Portugal after the Islamic invasion. His name is Alfonso Enriquez. He's venerated like saint here, but is not yet a saint, because he was a warrior. A warrior in war it's difficult to practice all virtues, all Catholic virtues. But maybe he's truly a saint. And with a great favor of God, with the great miracles, especially of Saint Michael the Archangel, he received a special protection. He was like immortal, because the arrows, the bullets, were stopped miraculously by the wings of the Saint Michael the Archangel. This is the history. He founded a congregation of the wings of the Saint Michael Archangel because he experienced his protection in war. When he conquered this part of of Portugal. The Muslim king here left his daughter here, named Fatima, and one of the first generals, a soldier general of Alfonso Enriquez, fall in love for this Muslim princess, fall in love. And he asked the king to marry with she. But the king said, but you can marry only if she converts. She converted. This princess, this young girl, they accept. And what happened? To do the preparation to receive the baptism, the king entrust this girl at the teaching of the queen, his wife, the wife of king, the wife of Alfonso Enriquez, was the first catechist of this princess, Muslim princess. And this Muslim princess named Fatima. And she converted, married with this general of the army of the king, and they lived in Orem. Orem was the castle where lived Fatima with his husband. But unfortunately, this young princess died. And I don't know why the husband buried her here. There is an old tradition saying that this Fatima princess is buried below the church. The parish church, in fact, the old Fatima, where the little shepherds were baptized, on the fundament below the church, there is the tomb of Fatima. If for this reason, this place received the name of this princess. This prince Muslim converted at Christianism by a queen, a wife of the first king of Portugal. But this relation very interesting because this happened in the 12th century. In the 15th century, 3 centuries after, a descendant of that queen, Mafalda of Savoy, perché era un'italiana, era. The queen, the king catechism, the catechist of Fatima was Italian queen. Italian. He belonged at the Savoia family. It's the royal family of Italy. Very Catholic. They have a lot of saints and servants of God in the family. One descendant of Mafalda of Savoia, this queen, in the 15th century received a revelation after she died. She lived a holy life She had she had the fama of sanctity. She died surrounded of the sisters. She was Dominican nun in North Italy. After she died, in front of all community, they received a revelation. And this revelation, in synthesis, is this. She saw a great monster arose, lift up from the east, who menaced, threatened the Western Europe. But he was scattered, this one blocked from the prayer of the European people. Which kind of prayer? Prayer at Our Lady of Fatima. Our Lady of Fatima. In the 15th century, we had a revelation who anticipate for century the monster of communism who arose from the east, who can win, conquer the Western Europe, but he stopped his win by Our Lady of Fatima. But not only Our Lady of Fatima, by the prayer of the people to Our Lady of Fatima. This is a document. This document is conserved in the monastery in Alba, nearby Turin, and I read a book about and telephone and write and question as a superior. She confirmed it's true, it's all true. But with this particular that this document is a document not typed with a computer. It's handily writing. So the date is 1650. Is not the document. The original document was born in some, but the sister in that time, after the fire consumed this document, they remember the issue, and in that century, in 1504, but in the 17th century, they wrote this document with this revelation. A monster from east who want to conquer the West Europe, blocked and win by the Our Lady of Fatima and prayer, a lot of prayer. This is a very, very marvelous prophecy. This is is a preparation, a sort of preparation, what happened here in the 1970.